Have you ever felt like you're just a passenger in your own life? That events happen to you, randomly and without reason, leaving you to simply react to a world that feels chaotic and unpredictable? You might have a goal, a deep desire, but the path to it seems blocked by one meaningless obstacle after another. This feeling of powerlessness is a story most of us have been taught to believe. But what if that story is completely wrong? What if reality isn't random at all? What if it's in a constant, intimate dialogue with you, responding not to your words or your struggles, but to the very essence of your being, your consciousness? Today, we are going to dismantle the illusion of randomness. We will explore the profound connection between your inner world and your outer circumstances, revealing how those meaningful coincidences you've brushed aside as mere chance are actually evidence of this cosmic conversation. These moments of synchronicity are not accidents. They are signals. They are confirmations from the universe that it has received your message and is rearranging itself to match your new reality. The life you experience is a mirror, reflecting the truth of who you believe you are. And by the end of our time together, you will understand how to consciously change that reflection, becoming the deliberate creator of your experience rather than a victim of circumstance. This is not about wishful thinking. This is about remembering the power that has been dormant within you all along. The solution to escaping the loop of random circumstance is to fundamentally shift your relationship with reality itself. You must move from pleading with an external world to creating from your internal world. The spiritual teacher Neville provided one of the most powerful frameworks for this, encapsulated in a simple yet profound instruction. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. This is not about pretending or faking it. It's about a deep internal shift of occupancy. You mentally and emotionally move into the reality where your desire is already a fact. You feel the relief, the joy, the security of it now. When you do this, you are engaging with the fundamental nature of reality as described by quantum physics. The famous observer effect demonstrates that, at the subatomic level, particles exist in a state of pure potential, a wave of possibilities, until a conscious observer looks. Your focused attention, imbued with feeling, is that act of observation. You are collapsing the infinite wave of potential outcomes into the singular experience that matches your internal state. Think of yourself as a broadcasting tower. Every moment, your dominant emotional state, your state of being, is emitting a specific frequency. The universe, or what physicists might call the unified field, is not deaf to this broadcast. It is a resonant field. It doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. When you live in the feeling of lack, anxiety, or frustration, you are broadcasting that frequency, and the field faithfully organizes circumstances that resonate with more lack, anxiety, and frustration. But when you learn to maintain the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you change your broadcast. You begin to resonate with the reality you desire, and through a process Goddard called the bridge of incidents, a sequence of seemingly natural events, synchronicities, and opportunities will appear, seemingly out of nowhere, to lead you to the physical manifestation of your assumption. Synchronicity is the universe showing you that it's tuning into your new frequency. So why does it feel so difficult to maintain this state? Why do you try to feel wealthy, but your bank account screams poverty? Why do you try to feel loved, but loneliness feels like a heavy coat you can't take off? The answer lies deep within the architecture of your mind. Neuroscience reveals that our conscious mind, the part that sets goals and tries to think positively, only governs about 5% of our daily life. The other 95%, our habits, our automatic reactions, our core beliefs, is run by the subconscious mind. Your subconscious is a vast archive of your past experiences, programmed primarily by powerful emotional memories from childhood. It doesn't reason or judge. It simply executes its programs. If you were taught that life is a struggle or that you're not worthy of love, those beliefs are running as a constant background program, generating a frequency of struggle and unworthiness. This is why simply repeating affirmations often fails. It's like trying to install new software on a computer while the old operating system is still running a conflicting program. You create incoherence. Your conscious mind says one thing, but your subconscious body mind, the other 95%, feels and believes another. The universe doesn't respond to the 5% of your conscious thought. It responds to the total vibration of your being, which is dominated by your subconscious programming. The true work of creation, therefore, is not to force positive thoughts, but to rewrite the core programs of the subconscious. You have to change your self-concept, your fundamental I amness. You must stop identifying with the person who is lacking and begin identifying with the person who already has what they desire. This is the great work, changing not what you want, but who you are. To rewrite these deep subconscious programs, we need to bypass the analytical, conscious mind and speak directly to the subconscious in its own language, the language of feeling and imagery. Two of the most potent methods for this are leveraging the hypnagogic state and the practice of revision. The hypnagogic state is that magical, drowsy window of time just before you fall asleep. In this state, your brain waves slow down, and the logical gatekeeper of your conscious mind steps aside. This is your prime opportunity for reprogramming. As you lie in bed, instead of replaying the worries of the day, you bring your desire to mind. But don't just think about it. You must feel it. What would it feel like if your greatest desire were already true? Would you feel relief, gratitude, profound peace? Immerse yourself in that emotion. Let that feeling be the last thing you are conscious of as you drift into sleep. During sleep, your subconscious will work on this new feeling, this new instruction, treating it as a real memory, and beginning the process of rewiring your neural pathways to match this new state of being. The second technique, revision, is a powerful tool for healing the past and reshaping your present programming. At the end of your day, review the events that unfolded. If there was any conversation, interaction, or event that you found unpleasant or that triggered a negative emotional response, you are going to rewrite it in your imagination. Replay the scene not as it was, but as you wished it had been. Revise the conversation to be loving and supportive. Change the outcome to one of success and joy. The key is to engage your senses and emotions fully until the revised scene feels real. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. By revising the day, you prevent negative experiences from being stored as traumatic emotional memories. You are essentially cleaning your internal slate, ensuring that the programs being run by your subconscious are the ones you have deliberately chosen, programs that align with the reality you wish to create. This isn't about denying reality. It's about refusing to let an undesirable past create your future. Let's deepen our understanding by weaving together the threads of quantum science and ancient wisdom, because they are telling the exact same story. In quantum mechanics, the principle of resonance is key. Objects with a similar vibrational frequency can transfer energy to each other efficiently. When you sustain a specific emotional state, a feeling, you are holding a specific vibrational frequency. This state of being acts like a tuning fork. The unified field, containing all potentials, responds by activating and drawing to you the people, events, and circumstances that resonate with that specific frequency. You are not chasing anything. You are creating a resonant match. This is the physics behind the phrase, "What you seek is seeking you." Now, consider the famous double-slit experiment. It shows us that particles, the building blocks of our reality, exist as a wave of infinite possibilities until they are measured or observed. What is the observer? It is consciousness. You, through your sustained attention and assumption, are the observer collapsing the infinite waves of potential for your life into a specific, tangible experience. You are literally selecting your reality from an infinite menu based on your state of being. This process has tangible biological effects as well. The field of epigenetics shows that our genes are not our destiny. Your genes are like a library of blueprints, but it is the environment that determines which blueprints get read and activated. And one of the most powerful environmental signals to your genes is your emotional state. Sustained feelings of gratitude, love, and joy can literally switch on genes for health and well-being, while chronic stress and fear can activate genes related to disease. Your internal state is sending chemical signals that alter your physical body and your energetic expression in the world. This is not New Age philosophy. It is biological fact. This same truth was understood by ancient traditions for millennia. In Vedanta philosophy, the concept of Brahman describes the ultimate, unified reality, the one consciousness that is the source of all. Atman refers to the individual self, the consciousness within you. The profound teaching is that Atman is Brahman. Your individual consciousness is not separate from the universal field. It is a localized expression of it. You are a co-creator with the universe because, at the deepest level, you are the universe experiencing itself. Those synchronicities, then, are not messages from an external God. They are the larger aspect of your own self, the unified field, winking back at you, confirming that you are on the right path and that your new creation is crystallizing into form. So, how do you weave this profound understanding into the fabric of your daily life? The key is to make maintaining your desired state your primary focus, more important than anything you see in the outside world. This doesn't mean you sit and do nothing. It means you take inspired action from the state of fulfillment, not desperate action from a state of lack. Once you have successfully impressed your subconscious with the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you must learn to trust the process of the bridge of incidents. The universe will begin to move pieces on the board. You will get a sudden idea, an urge to call someone, an invitation to go somewhere new. These are the threads of the bridge being woven. Your job is to remain faithful to your inner state of knowing and to follow these intuitive nudges without needing to know the whole plan. The logical mind wants a step-by-step blueprint, but creation at this level works through intuition and synchronicity. I invite you to conduct an experiment. For the next 24 hours, adopt the belief that nothing is random. See everything as a piece of communication. When a song with meaningful lyrics comes on the radio, don't dismiss it. When you overhear a stranger's conversation that seems to answer a question you've been pondering, recognize it. When you see repeating numbers, acknowledge them. Keep a small notebook or a note on your phone and log every single synchronicity you notice. Treat them as evidence, as confirmation that the field is responding to your focus. This simple act of paying attention will open your eyes to the constant dialogue that is already happening. I want you to share the most amazing or surprising synchronicity you experience in the comments below. By sharing our experiences, we reinforce this truth for ourselves and for everyone else on this journey. This is how we build a community of conscious creators. The greatest challenge you will face on this path is your own doubt, especially when your current reality seems to contradict the reality you are claiming internally. You assume wealth, but an unexpected bill arrives. You assume health, but you feel sick. This is the critical test. The 3D world you see is simply a shadow of your past consciousness. It's an echo. It has no power to create your future unless you give it that power by reacting to it with fear and doubt. When you react, you are re-impressing your subconscious with the old story, perpetuating the very reality you wish to escape. Your task is to develop an unwavering faith in the unseen reality you are cultivating within. This is what the ancient scriptures meant by calling things that are not as though they were. It's a directive to place your full creative belief in your imagination, rather than in the evidence of your senses. When doubt arises, and it will, do not fight it. Fighting it gives it energy. Instead, acknowledge the old story playing out. See it for what it is, a fading echo. Then, gently and deliberately, pivot your attention back to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You must starve the old reality of your emotional energy and consciously feed the new one. This requires mental discipline. It is a practice. Every time you choose the feeling of your new reality over the appearance of the old one, you are casting a vote for your future. You are strengthening the new neural pathways and weakening the old ones. Your persistence is the currency of creation. You must be willing to outlast the old reality. The bridge of incidents is built with the bricks of your sustained assumption. Do not break faith in the middle of the bridge, just because you cannot yet see the other side. Your unwavering feeling is what solidifies the path before you. Let's bring this all together. You are not living in a random, meaningless universe. You are the central creative power in your own life, engaged in a constant and dynamic dialogue with a living, responsive field of consciousness. This reality is not something that happens to you. It is something that flows through you and from you. Your fundamental state of being, the identity you have assumed for yourself, is the creative cause. This state broadcasts an energetic frequency, and the universe, bound by the laws of resonance, must and will reflect that reality back to you. The subconscious mind is the fertile soil where the seeds of your new reality are planted, and the most potent time to plant these seeds is in the feeling-rich state just before sleep. Synchronicities are not accidents. They are the road signs, the confirmations from the universe telling you that your inner shift is being registered and the outer world is beginning to conform. The challenges and doubts you face are not signs that it isn't working. They are the final tests of your faith, opportunities to prove where your true loyalty lies, with the shadows of the past or with the substance of your desired future. This knowledge moves you from a position of hoping and wishing to one of knowing and creating. It is the journey of remembering who you truly are, not a small separate self at the mercy of the world, but a powerful spiritual being, an indispensable aspect of the one universal consciousness. You came here with the innate ability to create. That is your birthright. The tools are within you. The power is within you. The time to reclaim it is now. So, my final call to action for you is simple, yet it will change everything. Commit to this. Don't just watch this video as interesting information. Decide to live it as your new truth. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to this channel so we can continue to walk this path together, deepening our understanding and supporting each other. Share this video with someone you know who feels trapped or powerless, someone who needs to be reminded of their own magnificence. And most importantly, let your work begin tonight. Choose one desire that truly matters to you, and as you drift off to sleep, let go of all doubt and simply fall asleep in the quiet, peaceful, and absolute conviction that it is already done. Your new reality is waiting for your arrival.